Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. Hello, everyone or anyone. I'm CW. I'm back here at the Books, Travels, History, and Tales. Just a little fun stuff today. I think food and coffee, and that's a good thing. A couple of things that are weird in the world. Well, a lot of things are weird in the world, but let's just make fun of them anyway. Pet Rock and Moonboat, Moose Drool, Tart Side of the Moon. These are all odd names of beer. Victor Hugo, the novelist from the, give me a second, 19th century, wrote a book or a novel called The Man Who Laughs. Thank you, Compass. The Man Who Laughs had a character named Lane. He was a disfigured guy. He had a permanent smile on his face. His face was chalky white. His hair was constantly either rolled back or covered by a black hat or stocking or something like that. In 1928, they wrote or they did a silent picture in Germany by the same name. And the actor portrayed him the same way, as close as he could. Very pale face, permanent drawn smile on, painted black hair back. And Bob Kane and the other creators of Batman created the Joker from this guy in Batman comic number one. Sure. So next time they say, well, why don't you read a classic? Tell them that, you know, Batman is partially from a classic. It's history. You could work that way. I don't know. It's a good try. Husband. It's a woman who's no longer a lesbian. These are just new words that you the younger people have made up that have made its way into dictionaries. Purple. I thought it was just a color. Actually, it's now a meaning. It means a county or state that are both heavily equal Republican and Democrat. Purple. A newborn koala. Interesting enough, when it's born, it's about the size of a jelly bean. See, you thought this channel was just useless. Let me put you to sleep information. Not so. I got stuff coming out of my ears on this. Uh, when the telephone started, it took them 75 years. 75 years to get to 50 million users. Took Pokemon Go 19 days to reach the same number. I never got the hang of that. You had to find someone at a different location. Pistachios. If there is a mass number of them, like I guess a room full of them, and they're not packaged separately, they could be subject to spontaneous combustion. Okay. Under the category, well, that's detente. Back during the height of the Cold War, President Ronald Reagan and Premier Mikhail Gorbachev quietly discussed plans to aid each country in the event of, dare I say, an invasion of aliens. Hey, at least you guys agreed on one thing. Most men know this by right out the bat. I mean, we're given this. We went to man school for this. A woman's feet is about 2.8 degrees colder. A woman's feet is about 2.8 degrees colder than a man's Fahrenheit. Doesn't matter. Always cold. In 1967, it's still on the books too. A Florida law allows Walt Disney World, which is in Orange County slash Osceola County, close to Polk County, to build its own nuclear powered reactor, for energy purposes, I hope. I would hate for the Mouse House to launch strikes against us. Sweden has approximately 221,000 islands. Only about 1,000 of them, though, are inhabited by humans. Fabergé made a number of eggs. I bet you didn't know he also made a Fabergé potato. I got to research this, see how much that's worth. He only made one of them. Fast foods, coffee. I did that one about YouTubers. Coffee's not a bean, it's a seed. Okay, we got that out of the way. Coffee is, of course, easily the most one of the most popular beverages in the world. 400 billion cups served a year. Brazil is the largest um, producer of coffee seeds. Largest. Second largest? I didn't know this. Vietnam. Vietnam. 20% of the global crop. The first time that coffee, the beverage, was served to Europeans, it's probably France or Spain. I don't know. Probably Portuguese. People that tasted it said, it's the bitter invention of Satan. Now, if they don't have it, they think they're being visited by Satan. In 1674, women were so against coffee in Great Britain or, England. I think this was England. They started petitioning the government to ban the beverage. Keep it away from anybody under the age of 60 because it was making men useless corpses. Hey, it's history. The first webcam, this occurred by those computer scientists. It says in Cambridge University. It doesn't tell me which one, Mass or England. It was set up to watch a coffee pot brewing, so they would know when the coffee was ready, and they didn't have to leave their desks until it was ready. The mother of all invention. The average American drinks approximately 3 cups of coffee a day. Not the highest. Finland. Finland drinks 4 cups of coffee. Okay, let's go on to fast foods. You're going to see a lot of Mickey D's, but we won't do that. I'll try to stay away from them. Americans eat fast food more than any other country. This is like 2023, 2022, even then. Second country that eats almost as much, France. Snobby owl, have the snails to go. We. Kentucky Fried Chickens, Colonel Sanders, what a surprise, never served in the military. Although he was made an honorary colonel by Kentucky Governor Ruby Loughlin. I don't know when. McDonald's, surprisingly enough, is the highest ranking fast food brand, bar none. Second is Starbucks. What do they sell? Just what? Danish? Okay. French fries at McDonald's didn't come around until 1949. Before that, you had to have a bag of chips, I think. 1949. Insta Burger King was established in Jacksonville, Florida in 1953. A year later, they just changed the name to Burger King. In Australia, Burger King is known simply as Hungry Jack's. Taco Bell did not start with a Chihuahua. It started with another dog, a hot dog. It's called Bell's Hot Dog Drive-In Hot Dog Stand. Later on, they started a second restaurant and they added some Mexican stuff to the items, to the menu, called Taco Tia. Then they changed the name to Taco Bell because the owner was Glenn Bell. Yeah, 1962. Arby's, a lot of hoo ha on this one. Everybody says it's the letters R and B. And you're right, it is, but it doesn't mean roast beef. It means the Raphael brothers. Leroy and Forrest were the founders. I guess just Roy Rogers got out of it completely. And Shaquille O'Neal, basketball player, or now basketball commentator, owns more than 155 guy restaurants. Good burgers, by the way. Well, that's it. I thought this would be fun. And it was for me. Those are history and trivia, and it's all in the past because I'm done reading it. I'll see you tomorrow when we talk about today. See ya.